this week. I loved listening to your press conferences. How grateful.
You listen to Aaron Rodgers, and he's a happy man. He's happy with his situation. He's happy with the Green Bay Packers. He's happy with the coaches.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Jazz Gonzo here. Another What's Next. Happy Thursday. COVID, or shall we say the COVID vaccine, or both. People swear by the vax. That is the greatest thing since sliced bread. People have said that COVID is the most destructive virus to hit mankind since the Black Plague. Others, a severe strain of the flu. But when you have Lord Fauci still running around trying to cancel Christmas, of course, that went right into the dumpster. And then you had Dementia Boy saying, hey, there's going to be a winter of illness and death, which, of course, did not occur. And, of course, you have your left-wing media pushing the Decepticon variant as more destructive than the original COVID variant. There's a lot of bullshit running around. Now, Aaron Rodgers. Now, Aaron Rodgers has been on the side of, I'm going to do therapeutics. I'm going to take care of myself as best as humanly possible. I'm going to research the data. I'm going to research the science. Not the science. The science. Actual science. But when you have Lord Fauci running around saying, I am science, if you go after me, that's a problem. Here we go. This comes out of Breitbart. Aaron Rodgers, science, quote, can't be questioned is propaganda. Now, of course, we all know Aaron, like I said, we all know Aaron Rodgers, his issue being, I don't know if he's anti-vax. I think he's more the issue with there is so much lack of data out there regarding the vaccines. He is very reluctant to take it. So, of course, he takes his therapeutics, ivermectin, hydrochloroquine, and so forth. Aaron Rodgers is once again speaking out against the COF, this time blasting those who say the left's proclamations of science are unassailable. The Green Bay Packers quarterback and legend appeared on the Pat McAfee show, which he does weekly, after his latest COF controversy. On Sunday, Rodgers conducted a strange interview with Fox Sports' Aaron Andrews, where the two stood 6 feet apart in a socially distanced interview. But after the interview, Andrews walked up to Rodgers, gave him a high five, and then hugged him, seemingly defeating the whole social distancing thing. Naturally, the internet exploded, of course, because that's what they do. Now the NFL star is striking back at critics once again, this time saying, if science can't be questioned, if science can't be questioned, it's not science anymore. It's propaganda. That's the truth. When did science become this blind agreement, and then not having any debate over what can actually heal people and work for people? That makes no sense to me, he added. Let's play a little bit of that. Pat McAfee.
I mean, I've gotten accused of spreading misinformation when I talk about the treatment plan that I used to get better. That's been used by a number of people and doctors. If you watched Dr. McCullough on Rogan, he's a cardiologist, epidemiologist. He goes at
including one Joe Rogan,
and he's double vaxxed. He talks about the treatment plans that he uses with people. I think one of my issues, and I've brought this up many times, is one, they don't talk about the fact that guys are getting better using this. People are getting better using these things. That's fine. You don't want to talk about that. But how come in a league where we're seeing 51 guys on the list yesterday,
100,
there's still zero conversation, at least publicly, around treatment options for people that test positive? I do know behind the scenes, this is 100%
yes,
true. There are many teams who are using or recommending a lot of the same treatments that I got for their players. So
Dr. Joe Rogan?
There's treatments being talked about behind closed doors, but publicly, I don't understand why we can't talk about treatments. And because
right.
I think it needs to be not just talked about with the NFL players, but with the rest of the country, that there are ways of whether it's Delta or Omicron, it seems like there's not there's not a lot of major symptoms. But if you have Delta, like I did, there's treatment options that actually help. And if you don't agree with the ones I use, well, let's come up with some other ones. Instead of like sticking a person, putting 10 days in an isolation, and not able to see anybody and zero treatment options. To me, that's just, if science can't be questioned, it's not science anymore, it's propaganda.
Boom. 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 Thank you, Aaron. Okay. Now, of course, we go to the so-called controversy. Quote, this is when Aaron Rodgers broke Brett Favre's record. I got to sit behind a legend for 3 years and see what greatness looked like firsthand. That's an experience that changed my life forever.
We got a little conservative there in the fourth quarter win, and we're 12-3 and still in control of everything we need to control right now.
And you got the record. Merry Christmas.
Same to you.
Wait for it.
You listen to Aaron
I'm surprised
Rodgers,
they didn't. I'm surprised they
he's
didn't
a
cut
happy
this
man.
part.
He's happy with his situation. He's happy with the Green Bay Packers.
Boom. There you go. Rodgers has continued to rile the left over his thoughts and ideas about the Cove. Last week, for instance, Rodgers scolded virus fanatics, saying that the discussions of COVID should be about health, not about politics. Again, common sense. Throughout this entire time, there hasn't been any real conversations around health as far as giving people, things to think about when it comes to how to be healthier. Right. As far as your diet, vitamins, exercise, and those kinds of things, Rodgers said on McAfee Show, December 21st. Rodgers also demanded a full apology from the Wall Street Journal for saying he had, quote, COVID toe. That was so ridiculous. That's clownish. Rodgers also blasted those who attacked him for not taking the vax. In November, he admitted that the reason he did not take any vaccines because he's allergic to some of the ingredients in them, which turned out also to be facts. My thoughts. Once again, you got the left. The left is screaming and yelling about the coof, about the facts. How dare you not take the vax, you dirty, dirty American. And that's what they continue to go after Rodgers for. Rodgers, who's basically saying, hey, vitamins, exercise, the food you eat, the therapeutics you take all tie into each other as far as how you, as an individual, want to go about getting yourself healthier regarding the whole coof, the Delta, the Decepticon variant. That's it. That's all he said from the beginning. Now, the whole quote-unquote misinformation issue back in November, I think, was blown way out of proportion. And, of course, they tied him with Rogan and throw Rogan under the bus. But then again, Rogan did therapeutics and came back 3 days later, and he's healthier for it. Thank God. And again, he has brought people on who have pushed for the vax, who have slammed him because of, quote, taking ivermectin, quote, a horse dewormer, which there is an animal version of it, but not a human version of it. So clownish. And then tying him with Aaron Rodgers and throwing Aaron Rodgers under the bus, which, of course, they still continue to do because all Aaron Rodgers is saying is, if science cannot be questioned, then it's no longer science. It's political propaganda. That's all he's saying. But when you got the left who are constantly clutching their pearls and their panties are bunching, it's always fun to see them squirm. And with that being said, I'm Jasper Gonzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more just like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.